A Man Called Otto is a movie that's out on Netflix right now. It's in the Netflix top 10. It's number one. The shit is fire and it's amazing. This is the movie review for A Man Called Otto. First, I gotta let you guys know. Welcome to Jody's Corner. Subscribe if you like my face. Hit the subscribe button. I'm going back to my roots. I gotta add more movie reviews to Jody's Corner. Tom Hanks is a GOAT. He's one of the legends of Hollywood, bro. If there's like a top 10 actors list, I believe Tom Hanks is in it. And you could argue top 5 and even above. This movie is something that I knew of its existence because I think it came out like 2022 last year. But I was like, that shit look weak. It look weird. Just some stuff that probably gonna make me say. But I gotta tell you guys, I give this movie an A+. I just gotta put the grade out there right now. It's an A+ movie. So now I'm gonna fawn over this thing. This movie, without spoiling anything, it's on Netflix right now, by the way. It's number 1. This movie is about a man who was in love with a woman. And the woman was his everything. And he lost that woman. And he lost the will to live. And this is a movie about suicide. About a man who tries to take his own life because he doesn't have anything to live for. And on that mission of trying to end his own life to join his deceased wife, he figures and finds new people in his life that bring him joy that could potentially save his life. This movie made me cry at the end of it because it was really sad and heartwarming and emotional. There's characters in here that are awesome. There's a family that moves across the street from this man that changes his life incredibly and drastically. There's a friend that he has that gives detail about the friendship that he had with his friend, his wife's best friend, how he was raised, how he lived, what his wife meant to him. And they use it through flashbacks. So you're getting little by little about his past while you're seeing his present. This man, Otto, is a douchebag. He's a hardcore, stern, mean, prick, angry old man, just like the old man from Up. It's the same situation. The old man from Up, what do you want? He's just that guy that if you try to come into his yard, he's going to say, get off my lawn. What are you doing here? You don't belong here. He's one of those motherfuckers, bro. So, you don't like him. He's not a likable type of person. But there's something about him that makes him interesting. And Tom Hanks really just delivers a stellar performance here. He acts the shit out of this role because probably Tom Hanks himself is probably a little angry old man in real life too. Shoot, last time I saw it, they backed it to the back. His wife, he was like, back the F off. It was on TMZ. That motherfucker Tom Hanks got a temper, bro. He was letting him have it. So maybe he was putting himself into this thing because Tom Hanks is an older man. Tom Hanks is what? He's in his 60s and stuff. So I feel like he probably brought some of himself to this because that's why it was so believable. There's a cast of characters in here that are minute. There's a cast of characters in here that are big and large. And there's even some animals in here that mean something. Everybody means something who comes into his life. And it's crazy how he's a douchebag, but it's crazy how society can make you turn into a douchebag very easily. Like if you have a job, bro, imagine getting laid off because some kid who's 19 years old knows more about technology and you're just the old ways. Imagine it's like basically imagine that you're do a system at your job and it still uses paper and all that and it uses documents rather than digital. It's like that, like just the world's turning. He doesn't recognize the world. And I just got to say the best part about this movie is that you get the sense of love from the people around him. You get the sense of love that people give and the impact of that love. What love does to people, man. Y'all gotta just be, it just makes me want to be a better person, of course. But I feel like this movie is a movie that everybody needs to see because it reminds you how life is short, life is precious. Trying to take your own life is not the way. It doesn't end the pain because what you don't realize is that your life is not yours to take. Number 2, you don't realize the pain that others endure when you go beyond. When you kill yourself, you got family, friends, a neighbor, the mailman, people who knew you, who get great sadness. And you've caused that sadness. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the suicide prevention hotline is there for anybody who needs to talk. this really just this movie was deep because it had to give you a disclaimer. This movie gave a disclaimer about people who are dealing with suicidal thoughts and mental health issues. So I'll just say, man, there's a lot of people, man, on YouTube, bro. A lot of people on my channel, a lot of people everywhere who are dealing with mental health issues, man. There's a lot of people who are sad and depressed and lonely, and this world just makes you feel even more so. More like disconnected from women, more disconnected from having friends, just disconnected from the society that we're in. A lot of it has to do with technology and social media, obviously, but it's just terrible, man. I understand why people feel sad, why they feel lonely, depressed, angry, anxious. This world is a mess, man, and we need to focus and grasp onto the joy of the world and the people in it, the ones who show us love. Tom Hanks is a Man Called Otto, and I gotta tell y'all, it's on Netflix if you have a Netflix subscription or you gonna borrow one before Netflix put the axe on that. Definitely. Jody Joe of Jody's Corner gives that a high recommendation. I give that bad boy a solid A+. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'm Jody Joe, and I'm out. Deuces.